Hey y'all, it's Stephanie, and in today's video we will be continuing on with our Halloween series. So today we are going to do the 3D Vampire Tumbler. Now it was brought to my attention in the last video I didn't give enough details, so in this video I will be giving more details on how I'm doing it and everything like that. I was just trying to make it to where I didn't have to break it down in parts, and while I tried to shorten the video, I left out a lot of the how-to. So I do apologize about that. I do love your feedback. Please continue to bring me your feedback. I do not find it rude or discouraging at all. I do enjoy growing and growing with the channel as well and developing myself. So in this video, I will be giving more feedback. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit the subscribe button down below. And without further ado, let's jump into this tutorial. Okay, so for this tutorial, you're going to need a tumbler, and this one's spray painted with Flat Black by the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2-Time Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. As many of y'all know, this is my go-to paint. So you'll need your tumbler prepped, some non-stick foil and black tape to adhere that to the cup, your tools for clay, some paint brushes. You'll need some air dry modeling clay. This is the Mont Mart excuse me. And then we got paint here and crimson, titanium white, and permanent black. Alright, then you'll also need a little cup of water and plate to put your paint on, but I'm not gonna go get that right now. So we're gonna set the paintbrushes aside and grab our tools. We are going to wrap the cup with the non-stick side up. You don't have to use non-stick side. I tend to use non-stick because I find that my clay slides off easier and I don't break as many pieces when I use the non-stick. So we are going to wrap that as smoothly as possible and tape down the edges. Alright. Then we are going to fold in the edges. You're also going to need some super glue and your hot glue gun. Alright, so now I am going to get to molding. We molded the face, this, and all the little blood drops, and they're going to be all around the cup, but we're going to let this dry for 24 to 48 hours and we will be back. Okay, so as you can see, everything's completely dry. They did fall off. So I'm going to set those aside. Now the thing about the top part is whenever we go to pull this off, it did crack, as you can see, which is fine because it don't really have to be one piece. But we're going to leave as many of them together as we can. So we are going to loosen this off of the tape and try to keep it together. Like we'll separate that right there, and then that way it will kind of be in the same order. That way whenever we go to put it on the cup, it's still accessible. We're not trying to reorganize it or anything. So now we're going to jump into the painting. We can go ahead and take this off the cup. And the reason why we foil it is because we want to keep the cup still black. If we were to do the clay work on the cup, it would have turned it have white on it and stuff. So we want to keep it black. So now we're going to set that aside and we're going to start painting these. Okay, so we got a paper plate, some water. Reorganize myself here. Oh, okay. So now for this painting, we are going to be using 3 colors. Hold on, maybe 4 or 5. So we might be adding in some gold and some yellow, but I'm not sure about that yet. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to lay our 3 colors out on the plate. So there he is. Now we're going to let him dry. And once this is all fully dry for about 24 hours, we'll be back to assemble the cup. Okay, so we're back. And all these are dry. So now we are going to start assembling the cup. So to do this, we're going to take it off of its stick. And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is put my logo on the bottom. So I'm going to grab the super glue, and this just helps it. My logos are adhesive, but this just helps it to where it don't pop up like in the middle of epoxy it. Because if you don't tack it down correctly, it will stick up. So go on, put that on there, add just a little bit of super glue, and there you go. Okay, so now to stick the rest of it on, I am going to start with the top pieces. And how I do the top pieces is about 1/4 of an inch in. I'll add some hot glue just to help stick it now, and then some super glue for double effect, and then I just stick it down and stick it on like that. Okay, so camera died, apologies. Okay, so y'all saw the gap that was right here. All I did was take clay and I filled it in. So we're gonna let that dry, but while that's drying, we're gonna go ahead and put on the rest of these pieces. So that's where we're at so far. And what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit and everything to dry, and then we're going to come back and do some detail work, and then we'll epoxy. So we'll be back whenever it's all dry. Okay, so as you can see, we do have a little bit of a lip right here, so I am going to take my Dremel with the sanding bit on, and I'm going to trim the top of the edges off. I have it all flattened now. Now we're going to finish waiting for this part right here to finish drying, and we'll come back and we'll paint the top, detail it, and cover that up and stuff. So that's where we're at. So we just got to finish waiting for that to cure. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, we got plaster. We got clay everywhere because we sanded down the cup. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our cup, we're going to grab a paper towel, some alcohol, and we are just going to wipe down everything. Okay, so we got the paint, the cup, the plate, blah, the cup, some water. So we need some water. And our red paint. Hopefully we can get enough out of here to finish this tumbler so we're not using different colors of red. That should do it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of water, just like we did. And we're going to paint. So now we'll let this dry, and we'll put some epoxy on it, and then we'll be back with the final result. So we're back, and our cup is finished from being on the spinner. Now we have one last thing to do. Like, I epoxy the rim of my cup, but I don't tape it while I epoxy. That way it can get it still. So what I do is I'll go around the inner side of the cup right here, and I will separate it from anything inside the cup. And then that cuts the resin away from the cup for the inside. So then you could just peel off the extra part that's left on the inside of the cup. And you just want to do that to make sure that there's nothing on the inside. Then typically what I do is I wipe the inside out with acetone, and then I hand wash the cups. So I'm going to go do that now, and then we'll be back. And there you have it. There is our 3D Vampire Tumbler. Now we can put our lid on, and it is ready to package and sell. And as you can see on the inside, I do completely clean out my cups. There is nothing on the inside. It has been hand washed, and this is another one of a kind piece. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more tutorials like this one, hit the subscribe button down below. And as usual, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great day.